What if I told you that one country once ruled more than 10 nations in West Africa, and they all had to speak French? It sounds impossible, right? This is the story of how France used soldiers, schools, and some serious trickery to control a huge part of Africa. You're about to hear the secret of French colonial rule. Let's rewind to the late 1800s. Picture this: a group of powerful European men meeting in Berlin. Not a single African in the room. They sliced up Africa like it was a cake, handing out huge pieces to each other. France? They grabbed a massive chunk, stretching from Senegal all the way to Ivory Coast, Mali, Niger, and more. The French called this empire Afrique Occidentale Française, French West Africa. But France didn't just make a claim on paper. They sent in gunboats, soldiers, and cannons. African empires pushed back hard. One of the most famous resistance leaders was Samori Toure, who led the Wassoulou Empire against the French. He was brave, but the French had firepower. The message was brutal: resist, and you'll be crushed. Now here's where the story gets even darker. France wanted more than land. They wanted Africans to become French. They called it assimilation. The idea? If you dressed, spoke, and acted French, maybe you could become a citizen. But in reality, almost no African was given full rights. Most people were forced to pay taxes, work on plantations, and grow what France wanted, like peanuts and cotton. French was forced in schools, and kids had to learn about Paris, not their own history. But here's the twist. When 2 world wars broke out, France needed soldiers. They called on West Africans, the tirailleurs sénégalais, to fight and die in battles far away from home. Many never got the thanks, pensions, or respect they deserved. They fought for freedom, but came back to a world that still saw them as second class. Today, countries like Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso are independent. But the French influence? It's still everywhere. In language, in law, even in politics. Colonialism may be over, but its echo still shapes West Africa. If you want to hear more untold African stories, subscribe and hit the bell. This is the kind of history they didn't teach you in school.